Today, we're going to talk about the 2023 tax assessments that were just released in Vernon, and we're starting now. As we get into the new year, every homeowner is going to open their mailbox and find their tax assessment. Many homeowners in Greater Vernon have just received their tax assessments for 2023, and they are high. There are outliers, of course. However, many owners are seeing assessment values that are much higher than last year. Now, why is that? First of all, let's look at how and when these assessments are done. The when is critical. The provincial assessors do their evaluating every year in July. So our 2023 assessments are based on July 2022's evaluation. And that number isn't going to be anywhere near what it is today. As most people are aware, the high real estate prices from the COVID effect were only just starting to come down slowly by July. And since assessments are looking at history, not predicting the future, many assessments still reflect the value of homes in that hot market. In the months since July, most, if not all, homes have decreased in value. And if you were going to try and get an appraisal or a realtor evaluation on those same properties, they would be assessed for much less today. Now, this is not 100% certain for every property. Some properties can still be accurate or even on the low side. However, that's more out of luck than skill, I'm afraid. The other thing to remember is just because your tax assessment goes up, it doesn't necessarily equate to higher property taxes. Well, how can that be? Because your taxes are actually based not only on the assessment, but they're also based on the mill rate. So the mill rate hasn't been released yet. That could go up, that could go down, and it all depends on what that equates to at the end of the day. Most times it equates to higher taxes. However, there's not 100% certainty on that. So just something to be aware of. What you need to know as a homeowner is that even if your assessment is one of the ones that is high, if not extremely high, that does not mean your home is worth that amount. I'm sorry, it isn't. Tax assessments bear little relation to the market value in any market. And the reason is because of what we just talked about. They're late. They're based on ancient history, not current market condition. The other reason assessments aren't often accurate is because if you think about it, when was the last time an assessor came inside your house? Maybe never. Houses are like people. It's what's inside that counts. An assessor can't tell by a drive-by or more likely looking through Google Street View what your house is like on the inside. Many homes have renovations that have been done that didn't require a permit. So how would anybody know what's been done? How would anyone know the changes? These assessors base their analysis on a cookie-cutter house about your age, of about your size, in your location. Chances are the numbers are off. Raw land is usually fairly accurate. However, once you add a building into the mix that's on that raw land, then all bets are off. Now, if your assessment is way off the charts, and you know there isn't a snowball's chance in hell of selling for that, and you're not selling anyways, then you could challenge your assessment. You do only have until the end of January though. So if you want to appeal, you can follow the process of doing so. Just know that you will need to prove your case with recent sales and facts that justify your argument. Otherwise, they'll just throw it out and it was a waste of your time. The other thing to remember that if you're selling your home, a high tax assessment isn't a bad thing. Some buyers out there, they still think that the assessment does actually reflect market value, and they trust the assessor's opinion. So make sure you have to weigh that out. If you aren't selling, by all means, appeal. But if you are selling, think about it first. You may be doing yourself a disservice once the for sale sign goes up. One thing to consider, by the way, if you feel like your valuation is low and you're not selling, keep it. Celebrate. If you fight it and win, the only thing you win is higher taxes. In reality, changing the number on your tax assessed value does not change the market value of your house. Only the market can determine the value of your house. Either way, if you feel like your assessment is not reflective of the value of your home, call Salt Fowler today and we will supply you with a complimentary, accurate home evaluation, and then you can decide whether it's worth it for you to fight or not, whether your assessment is off or not. Click below to contact us to take advantage of this free offer. Cheers to 2023 and happy home assessment.